We took a path in which to be nothing, and continuously Allah reminds us that we are nothing. Alhamdulillah, a reminder for myself in this way of Allah, this way of Sayyidina Muhammad that 99% of the population of students are muhibbeen. In Naqshbandiya, for the shaykh to call someone a murid, they have to be from the levels of murshid, murshid al-tabarak, tasfiyah, taskiyah, means they have to have reached a level in which Allah approved them, Prophet approved them, the ulul am approved them, that these are guides. They guide people to their destination, not only dunya but to their destination in the presence of Sayyidina Muhammad, that through their soul and whatever Allah has opened for them, as soon as you sit in their majlis they're like a rocket ship. Immediately they're in the presence of Sayyidina Muhammad and wherever Allah want to take them. Means when Allah give guidance, it's not like come here and okay you go down this street and you make a left here, you make a right there, hoping that people's amals will help them and raise them. They're not caring for the amal of people. Merely you come into their fuluk, you come into their ship, وَحَمَّلْنَا ذُرِّيَّتَهُمْ فِي فُلُكِ الْمَشْحُونِ. And we have big fuluks and we created small fuluks. Like the big ship, when the big ship is so big, we have right here a big tourist port. The ship is so big, if it can't come into the port it sends out little ships for passenger and daytime visits. And these little ships go and they catch people and they bring them back to the big ships, the big awliyaullah. And the big awliyaullah they take their ships to the presence of Sayyidina Muhammad. This way of Sayyidina Muhammad is a constant reminder in these days of tremendous difficulty and fitna, to keep the heart going and to understand what Allah wants from us. First story that comes to our heart, that a wrestler in the time of Shaykh Dagestani came and said, I want to join tariqah. And at that time wrestling is not something that you look positively on. There were mashmurat, what do you call mashmurat? Just like rough people, rough type of character, not very classy, not very ripened, not very good character. Come and, I want to find tariqah, I want to take tariqah from your hands. And Mawlana Shaykh says, okay you want to take tariqah, but before you take tariqah I want you to go see 3 students. I want you to go and visit them. Not all of my people are murids, they're muhibbeen. If I slap one of them he's going to run out of the room. If I send a test that's too difficult he's going to complain that whatever you're doing is not working, and then send baloney emails that, oh I gave, nothing opened. There's no complaint, there's no nothing, and that's not even been tested. Tested when they smack you and slap you and send from difficulties from every direction. So he clarifies, there's one, because I want to show you the 3 darajats of these murideen. Go find that one that has something in the bazaar, you'll know who he is. He'll be at the bazaar and as soon as you see him slap him, smack him hard. And the Rasulullah loved it, said, if this is tariqah that's for me. Means, are you the murid in life and struggling to be the murid, or are you the dirty wrestler? Do you want to be that najas and dirty person that goes around and terrorizes the murideen? Mawlana Shaykh tells the story that this wrestler with all his knives and everything, he went to the bazaar and slapped the person, and that one immediately turned around very angry but caught himself because his training. The believers, they put their faith and trust in Allah, nothing happens to them that Allah hasn't written for them. Especially they know they're in the hands of awliya, they know they're under the nazar of Sayyidina Muhammad, immediately they can catch themselves before they attack and injure that person. Means what with Allah has given to them of du'a, of a nearness to proximity to Prophet, if they open their mouth to Prophet that person will be dead by morning. They're not weak, they're not stupid, they have a lot of access to Prophet. And Allah testing that we're going to load you, we're going to give many responsibilities to you, we're going to give many things to you, or you're going to use that to harm someone. And they have to hold themselves. So they tell the story in a short way but you don't really carry it, oh the Rasul went, he slapped this guy, slapped that guy, slapped… No, he slapped someone who caught himself. But these are murideen, means the murshid when he is given and granted murshid means he has access to Prophet. Allah loaded his du'a is accepted, he makes a du'a by morning time the person will not be in existence. And many Tazkiyatul Awliya read their stories that they came even to the association with a bad intention to Shaykh Abdul Qadir Jilani to test him, to see what's going to happen, and the lion came out of nowhere and ate that person. But what they're wanting us to understand is that he didn't hit back, means he didn't use any spiritual authority against that person and he restrained himself. And the wrestler came back and he was astonished, I hit, nothing happened. He said, no problem, now I want to go back into this bazaar area, gave an identity, now hit this person. Because now it's a higher level murideen, it's a higher level guide. So it means what? The guides they get hit, they get smashed, they get tested because Allah wants to bestow upon them and wants to make sure that what I bestow upon you never used to harm Ummat Muhammad. Don't raise your sword against the nation of Sayyidina Muhammad. Their sword is the du'a. They don't need any physical weapon, they merely if they point their broken heart in the presence of Allah and begin to voice their concern, disaster comes upon that person, that community. They threw out Abu Yazid Bistami every time he spoke something they didn't like. As soon as they threw him out of the town fell into ta'oon, to plagues, to all sorts of difficulties because Allah cursed. So the second level, the wrestler goes into the town, finds and identifies who Shaykh Dagestani wanted, smacked that person very hard, and they merely felt the pain of it and continued their movement. Means their darajat was higher. They understood that Allah, they probably even got isharat that Allah, a test is coming to you, prepare yourself. Because the firasal is forward and backwards. They can see days ahead, weeks ahead, depending upon what type of firasal Allah gives to them, years ahead. They can talk about something that will be happening 5 years from now and you think, what the heck he's talking about, it doesn't make any sense, as if it was supposed to be today. No, the one who sees to his nose is a lower level. The one who's speaking from higher levels, they see years in advance of what's happening because of the firasa that Allah give to them. He knows that this something is coming, prepare yourself for the hit and keep moving. Dunya is about you attack and the person attacks you back and take their hisab. And the wrestler comes back astonished that this one I hit didn't even look at me. What is this tariqah? What is this way? I'm used to I slap people, they slap me back. Be careful for those who don't take a hisab back from you, because if Allah takes the account back on that servant, they're going to be in difficulty. The third, the wrestler goes, he says, there's one, he's an old man, he's all white. Go out, he's in the field doing his work, doing his ibadah, beat him with a stick. And the wrestler felt, this is an older man, how am I going to do that? Took his stick, because by now he's realizing this danger. This is not the life he's used to, this is not the understanding he's used to. He took his stick, went out to the field, identified that older man and broke the stick upon him. And that man's maqam was that he took that beating, took that pain and immediately went to that person and said that, I'm sorry that you were ordered to do this. I know that this is a difficult burden upon you and may your hands not be hurt, may you not have been inflicted, but what I needed from Allah came via you. You were the sacrifice in which Allah wanted to give me something, test me with something. At that time the man cried, at that time the man understood this is not normal. These are the schools of tazkiyah, this is not a masjid and this is not a regular imam. But this is beyond that. Their associations are masjids and they are imams, but they are the schools of tazkiyah and tarbiyah and how to have manners, how to have character. This murideen understood that what coming from Allah is coming from Allah, and pray for those who harm you, forgive them those whom harm you, raise them. And their life is busy praying for people and other people's lives are busy for trying to destroy them, to curse them, to come against them and attack them. And the reminder in our life is Allah testing all of us, because we're in this school. Allah sending every type of difficulty to us. Is it that you want to answer back and attack? If you're going to answer back and take your hisab, then Allah doesn't need to give you reward. If you plan to stay quiet and choose to be quiet, that, Ya Rabbi, you grant me my reward, I don't have to attack back, I don't have to yell back, I don't have to fight everybody who has something to say to me. Because this school of tarbiyah wants good character. This good character opens everything. If anyone comes and says they're sick and healing is not coming, then try to implement the good character. Anyone saying the rizq is not coming, try to implement good character, that understand our way Allah going to test us. Don't think the one who's being beaten is the bad one, but that one is the Naqshbandi murid, the Naqshbandi guide. The one who's the wrestler barking, yelling and attacking is the lowest and the dirtiest one. But now because Prophet promised in the last days the worst would come, the worst would come and the worst would come and destroy all those whom are good and honest and clean. But Allah is the best of those who defend, and all of this is for the love of Sayyidina Muhammad, that whatever is coming to purify and to cleanse ourselves and to have the best of character. We pray that Allah make us from those who have good character, less attack from our mouth, definitely no attack from our hands. Means be a person of love. Ashiqeen and the people of love, they cannot take any type of dispute, any type of conflict, any type of argument. It extinguishes the light and the love they have within their heart. But people deem them to be wrong or something is incorrect because you're not fighting back. But we're not the people to fight back, we are the people who focus on the love of Sayyidina Muhammad, and everything else will extinguish that love. Whatever wrong they did, whatever badness people have, whatever corruption the people are corrupted in the last days, whatever they have is for Allah to judge. Our way is to keep the love of Sayyidina Muhammad and the nazar of Prophet to be on us, bless us, dress us, and whatever Allah want to be bestowing upon all of us, that we pass our test and our imtihan inshaAllah. Bi hurmati Muhammad al-Mustafa wa bi siri Surat al-Fatiha.